Welcome to Blazing Baseball episode 4, and today is a little tougher day than normal because we have our first loss of the season, and it was a close game.
A tough one.
Yep. And before we even get into any of this, there is an interesting stat that I would like to go over. So, John Boy Media, Trevor Plouffe, he made a prediction last year that, here, let me pull this up actually. Back on March 31st, this is according to a quick Google search for a recap, Plouffe predicted the Atlanta Braves would defeat the Houston Astros in 6 games to win the 2021 World Series.
Dang.
And then on Tuesday, that prediction, not earlier, not on Tuesday, but that prediction did come true with the Braves winning Game 6 over the Astros.
Yep.
And so that's, I think, a pretty incredible guess.
Yep.
It's from very early in the beginning of the season. And so he has his prediction in for this year already.
What's he
who
saying?
Is going to win.
What's he saying?
He says the Brewers are going to beat the White Sox in 7.
Oh, boy.
So
I don't have either one of those.
Yeah, you don't have either one of those. And
No.
So based on this expert's prediction, does that change your prediction of the Astros or Yankees beating the Dodgers? Or is that are you still confident in your pick right now?
Well, I'm still confident in my pick, and I'm guessing that the White Sox, because I like the Chicago White Sox, they're going to be a little better than I anticipated. And the Brewers might step it up and make it, but that's not going to change my prediction at this point.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting pick. I don't really know why those are the picks. I feel like those two teams didn't make it that far into the playoffs last season.
Yeah.
But I guess anything could change.
Yeah.
I did learn today that Zach Greinke is a Royal.
Wow.
So
whoa.
And I was looking into it and kind of like why did this happen? But apparently he was drafted as a Royal, and it was kind of seeming like the Royals wanted him back, and he wanted to go back there. It sounded like, so there wasn't really anything we could do after his contract was up and him being a free agent.
Dang.
But
it's too bad that he's not on the Astros.
Yeah. But yeah, I still like your prediction better than Trevor Plouffe predictions.
You're going
here
with
on Blazing Baseball.
The two best teams in the American League being the New York Yankees, who are still 2-0 and undefeated, and the Astros, who are 2-1. Took a tough game yesterday versus the Angels. And let's go over the stats for what happened yesterday.
Do you want to take a swing on how much games they're going to go in the final?
Not yet.
Okay, well, we're going to wait on that.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future we will have
at the All-Star break.
At the All-Star break.
That'll be our plan. All-Star break, we'll make the call.
All right. And we're going to go into yesterday's game stats.
Well, there was an interesting stat right here. What's that stat right there?
All right. According to Yahoo Sports, the Houston Astros are 56-30 or 65.1% versus the Los Angeles Angels over their last 86 games.
All right. So that's a great stat.
Yep.
Astros are 65% winners over the Angels for the last 86 games. That's a lot of games. That's a couple of years worth of games right there.
Yep. And the Angels are a good team, and they've gotten better over the years with Shohei Ohtani and getting
fantastic
now
player,
Syndergaard also,
and so they got Mike Trout. I mean, come on,
as always. And
I think they're going to give the Dodgers a run for the money in the playoffs, running for the National League pennant. I do believe that they will.
Yep,
that's the two teams.
And we got to bounce back from yesterday. It was
let's go over the bad news for yesterday. So, just to start with, we only had 2 hits yesterday, and that was the problem. We didn't have positive hitting, and um, Altuve hit into a double play. So that really hurt us. The hits came from Kyle Tucker and from, of course, McCormick, who's playing well in center field. So those were the only two hits we had yesterday. Versus Mike Trout hitting a homer yesterday for the Angels, mm, and Walsh hitting the other home run, so that we lost the game 2-0. The good news for the game was Justin Verlander pitched for 5 strong innings, and he only gave up the one home run to Walsh. The problem is we didn't have any hitting going on the offensive side for the Astros. However, Verlander looks to me like a 20-game winner, and he could win the Cy Young this year. I think Verlander's back from the Tommy John surgery.
Yep. That's what it looks like after the first game.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very optimistic right now.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a lot of these games that are gonna be heartbreakers, and that's just how it's gonna go. And that was the first one of the season.
Well, Verlander had 7 strikeouts. He only gave up 1 earned run and hits over 5 innings of pitching. So he pitched the first 5 innings, and he was dominant. He was he pitched very well coming back from a year being off. I was surprised he was as good as he was. So we'll chalk that up to the future of this season for Verlander and for his career. I do believe that he's on his way to winning the Cy Young this year.
Yep, and also news around the league, I saw that Miles Straw signed with the Cleveland Guardians for an extension for a pretty big contract. So,
all right,
that's pretty big for him, and that's pretty exciting because he used to be a previous Astro, and
when you go over,
wish we had him back, but
go over a couple of the stats there, Mr. Kolb, about where we are right now after the first 3 games.
After the first 3 games, we're 12th in the batting average at 231. Angels are 10th at 237. We're second in runs with 16. The Angels are 12th with 9. Okay. First in home runs with 8. Angels are 9th with 2.
Well, eight's the best in the league.
Mm-hmm. On base percentage 13th with 292. The Angels are 16th with 288. This is according to Yahoo Sports. And our ERA is 8th at 2.08, and the Angels are 24th with 5.33, and we are 13th with only 2 home runs allowed, and the Angels are 30th with 8 home runs allowed.
All right, so there's some pretty good stats. For the batting averages, Mama's watching the Texas Longhorns baseball game today.
No, just got a base hit.
Texas Longhorns are playing against TCU in the Big 12 today.
Nice.
They're losing 1-0 right now, but they got a runner in scoring position, and hopefully the Longhorns are going to beat TCU today. They're 4-4 in the Big 12 right now, but overall they're 23-10. So the Texas Longhorns look like they have a good baseball team this season too, which is positive for us that we're in Austin, Texas. Okay, so the batting average, back to the Houston Astros. The batting average, Houston Astros average is 237 for the season so far, and they are ranked 21st in the league. The slugging percentage, however, is 529, making them 3rd in the league for slugging. So that's very positive. All right, let's go over what's happening today.
Well, before we start into that, there's also an interesting stat coming out of Japan, and there is a perfect game that was pitched.
All right. Tough to have a perfect game, let me tell you that. I know Larson did it in 1951 in the World Series for the Yankees to win
it. So according to MLB.com, might be mispronouncing this, Roki Sasaki is a 20-year-old right-hander for the Chiba Lotte Marines tied an NPP record with 19 strikeouts while
Whoa.
throwing a perfect game
Smoking.
and a 6-0 victory against the Oryx Buffaloes on Sunday.
All right. 19 strikeouts. Wow.
According to multiple Japanese media outlets, it was the first perfect game in NPB since May
Yes.
18th, 1994, and is the 16th
Melendez.
in league history.
Melendez hit a home
Awesome.
run.
We have
Okay.
a
The
Longhorn
first baseman.
home run happening right now.
Okay. Longhorns are winning 2-1. Who hit the homer, Mama?
Melendez.
Melendez hit the
Ivan
homer
Melendez, the
for
first
the
baseman.
Longhorns, and they're winning 2-1 over the
Otherwise known as the
TCU
Hispanic
Horned Frogs.
Titanic.
All right, and you with the Astros.
Here we go. I'm looking for.
Nice.
Well, let's go over the quick games that are going on right now. Just give him that right there, and then I'll get the.
Right now, the A's are tied against the Phillies 0-0.
Yep.
The White Sox are beating Detroit 2-1.
White
The
Sox are
Rays
good
are
this
beating
year.
the Orioles 0-1.
The Rays are good.
Atlanta and Chicago and Cincinnati are tied 0-0.
Mm-hmm.
Washington is beating the Mets 0-1.
Come on, Mets, get better.
Toronto is leading the Rangers 0-1.
Okay.
Cleveland is losing to Kansas City 0-1.
That's the Royals.
And that's happening. That's what happened so far right now.
That's what's live right now in the baseball world.
And luckily, the Yankees at least won yesterday.
The Yankees won yesterday. They're still in first place, 2-0. And today, the starting pitchers are.
For the Astros, this is according to yahoosports.com. I was just looking on MLB.com, and they did not have a lineup for the Angels yet. But according to this, we have Jose Urquidy as our starting pitcher, and then Jose Suarez is for the Angels starting pitcher.
And on the injured
No, it
list.
does have that on MLB too. It's just Jose, but there is no
Okay.
lineup currently for the Angels. But it does say for the Astros, the lineup will be Siri, then Penna, then Bregman,
Siri, hold on.
Alvarez,
hold on for a
Diaz,
minute.
Tucker.
Hold on.
Yeah,
They're going to have
Changing
Siri
up.
bat first. You see that?
Yep.
He's so fast.
So
They're going
fast,
to
gotta
put
go
him.
first.
They're going to put him up at first.
Changing up the
All right,
lineup.
let's start over again.
It's a big,
Who
and then Penna.
and then Penna.
Mhm.
So the new shortstop, who's also super fast, is now going to bat second.
Mhm.
Two young upcoming players. That's amazing already. Dusty Baker put them in 1 and 2. Big news for the Astros today, going with the fast youth.
Yep.
All right, who's
Big
third?
news. And then Bregman,
Of course, Bregman's batting third. Okay,
then Alvarez,
unbelievable hitter.
Diaz.
And then Diaz, who's playing for Yuli. Yuli's on a paternity leave right now with his family.
Tucker.
Then Tucker.
We have, it says Goodrum, first baseman. Oh, wait. Yep. Okay, we'll have to look into that.
Wow.
And then
New
McCormick
guy.
and Maldonado.
Okay, that's center field, and of course the catcher Maldonado, as usual, incredible defensive catcher. Wow, he's shaking up the lineup early in the season.
So
I'm surprised today.
Yep.
But
Big moves.
hopefully we're going to have more speed on the base paths with the two speedsters, the center fielder and the shortstop coming in that are just starting their career with the Astros.
So yes, this Goodrum, his name is Nico Goodrum. He is 30 and he has been in the league since 2017
Okay.
with the Twins and Detroit, and now he is on the Astros.
All right.
So
And
that's
it's his
good
first
news.
game.
Yep, starting
All right.
in the lineup for the Astros.
Wow. Need a couple of hits from him.
Yep.
If the Astros can win this game, they'll be 3-1 for the season and in first place again.
Yep. His MLB career stats is a 229 average, 42 home runs, 151 RBIs, and 45 stolen bases.
I see he's fast too. All
Mhm.
right.
Good
we
news.
have good speed for the
Yep, some good
Astros
stats.
today. Yeah,
Right,
really good
SP,
stats.
stolen bases, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a big number. It feels like right there.
Yes, awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so we're in. What time's the game today, Colb?
Oh yeah, the
3:07
game is a little earlier because it is Sunday, and yep,
Yeah,
the game
3:07, and the 7 minutes is
is
for good luck.
at 3:07. And for the Yankees, last night we had their debut of the starting pitcher right from Toms River, New Jersey, is where he is from, and he had a great inning, and the Yankees did win. So that was a good game still. Or
Yeah,
Yankees are having good games.
rookie
only
pitcher,
having
25 years old, winning from Toms River, New Jersey, for the New York Yankees. Now today we got Montgomery pitching for the Yankees, and Houck pitching for the Boston Red Sox. It looks like Chris Sales is still going to be on the DH for 60 days. He had that right rib crack, so he's not coming back anytime soon. And the Red Sox have a couple other pitchers also on the DH, Taylor and Paxton. So they're lacking a little bit in the pitching staff, which is good for the Yankees. For the Yankees, they got Dominic Germain is out for the 60-day with the shoulder problem. So that's what's hurting the Yankees.
Yes, and today's game for the Yankees starts at 7:08, and it looks like the Red Sox pitcher will be Tanner, maybe mispronouncing this, Hoke, and then
right.
Jordan Montgomery.
Yankees, Montgomery's going to pitch. He's going to win. So, that's tonight. That's on ESPN. That's a big game. There'll be a lot of people watching that one. Also, Masters is on today. So there's some pretty good golf going on. Scotty Scheffler from Austin, Texas, University of Texas, was winning the last time I looked. He was up by 3 strokes, -9. The Masters is going on today. So there's a lot of good sports to watch on TV today, sports fans.
Yep, there we have it. And so then we'll be here tomorrow talking about more baseball.
Always.
Anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
Looking forward to having victories today, both from the Astros and the Yankees. Being in first place is a good thing.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. And until next time, peace.
Blazing baseball.
Blazing baseball.
Peace out.